All right, back up the garage. Tonight's project is kind of sort of finishing up this one. The old Generac GP 5500. Bought it kind of cheap. I still need to maybe put a few screws or something into the panel over there where the outlets are at. But the main thing was it wasn't running when I bought it. I didn't think it would take much to get it going. I did a video on buying a carburetor kit. I got that in. It came with a new fuel filter, and I got a filter from wherever. So there's actually two of them in line, suspenders and a belt. This small one is actually the first one in line. Over here in the mess over here, I got another one. So when this one plugs up, I got another one to go in there. So the tank, like in the video I talked about, might even videoed some of the rattling and banging. Put some cheap gas. That's kind of what it looked like coming out of the tank. Cheap gas. About half that chain. All those bolts were down in the tank. Shook and rattled and shook and multiple times. With some gas in there to, carry away the sludge. Drained it out to where seems to be okay, I guess. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. This is just a backup thing, just to in case it all goes south. If it gets real bad, I'll figure out how to redo that thing, and we'll run it on. We'll recycle our poo and make methane if it goes that bad. Anyway, about the only thing left I got to do on this is I really want to add. It's got the bracket up there on this cross piece right there in the middle. There's a piece there where there should be a handle, and back there there's on each side there's a little deal where there should be little axle bolts for wheels, and then it's got holes up here on the bottom of this cross tube for rubber feet. I'd like to get the wheel kit on this. This looks really similar to Champions and a lot of other brands of generators. And I know Tractor Supply sold I think it was a Champion brand, and it was like this, no wheels or nothing, and for another $60 or something you could get a wheel kit. I'm gonna look and see if I can find that, get the handle and the wheel kit on it. If not, I'll just I don't know, go to Menards and get some freaking caster wheels and just put some casters under it, do something so that I can roll this thing around. I think in a pinch I could maybe, if I had to, pick it up and get up in the back of the truck. If I had to, I'd rather not have to. I'd rather be able to roll it around and roll it up on the trailer or something. But anyway, so it's all back together. So we're going to see just how good. Put you up here on the tripod for a minute if I can do this without shutting you off. There you go. Look at that. All right, we'll see how this works. Switch on. Choke on. Gas on. Remember, any of that other stuff's on. You turn the gas on, they do another. So there it is. I think the old Generac 5500 is gonna be there for us when the apocalypse hits. Ain't like we won't have any apocalypse, and it won't matter. I did test it when I was just running it off my little temporary tank. I don't remember what I plugged in, but I think the fan plug one of the fans in. It does generate, so I haven't tested the 220, 240 outlet, but yeah, had it run and put a multimeter in all the plugs, and I had correct voltage. Don't know how many amps it'll make, but it doesn't look to be all that beat up. It just looks like it's been sitting for a long time. So I get the wheel kit in it where I can roll it around easy. Be in good shape. So anyway, hopefully that'll be, except for the wheels, that'll be the end of that project. I've got this little antique homemade air compressor I want to take into work, so I've got air at work. And then maybe this weekend, since the weather's slowly turning cold, not slowly, it went cold, I can get that Hillbilly air conditioner and that Hillbilly air conditioner there gone. That'll free up a little space. If I get that gone, and I've got a router table back there, a couple other little things. If I can get, I think the router table is going to go to work, and the fans will probably go to storage. Get all that cleaned up, then maybe we can move some stuff around, and maybe even put the. I can't do that yet. Leaves are still falling. I want to mulch leaves, but not too far away from getting the old lawnmower, mulching bagging lawnmower. Put it in storage too. Another week, maybe two. Maybe Thanksgiving weekend will be the last weekend to try to mow and mulch and bag and all that good stuff, and get it on the compost pile going on the garden, and then hopefully we can clean up some of this mess enough to start getting all these parts that are floating around back on the old ZB, because I'd like to get it running and out. I need to make a few phone calls. I got a couple other tractors lined up I'm trying to get added to the collection. I'd like to get this out, so I've got my half of the garage for this winter for other projects. And yeah, we'll see. Anyway, but so I'm calling GP 5500 Generac generator done deal. So till I get on to the next project, I'll be back.